Hey guys, happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. I have been so productive today, you guys. I woke up, I took a long shower. So long to where the hot water started to get a little cool. But it was relaxing. I ended up washing my hair. I blow dried my hair. I just need to curl it and style it, but I'll do that whenever. I don't really need to because we're at home doing nothing. We're just chilling, hanging out. But today we are decluttering my makeup collection and I'm so happy. I'm so glad, and I can just finally breathe because I am getting rid of a lot of products. So the way I'm doing my declutter this time, I'm actually doing it all together. So my foundations, my concealers, my bronzers, my setting powders, my primers, everything is gonna be compiled instead of sectioning it off like all of my foundations in one video, all of my concealers in one video, like that. So I just wanted to get I wanted to get this out of the way. But this is gonna be 2 parts. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I got tired. That's why I made this into 2 parts. So the next declutter is gonna be all of my eyeshadow palettes, all of my lip products. I have 2 drawers over here that have a lot of miscellaneous stuff like brow products, just a lot of random miscellaneous things. So that's gonna be compiled all together in the next another video. But y'all, I'm so happy to do this. So with that being said, I know this is gonna be a long video. It's already like over an hour. I've already edited the part where I'm decluttering everything, and that was over an hour. So I know it's gonna be long, but I edited the video to where there's a lot of music in it. So if you guys want to get up and declutter your makeup collection, or even if you just want to get up and clean, you can do it while watching this video. So yeah, let's go. All right, so we're gonna start out with the primers first. And some of these drawers I did not even screw all the way in, so I can actually take the whole drawer out, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this, sit on the floor, and go through all of this because this is a lot.
Hey, yo, chill, it's just a draft. Yeah. She a little bad, hit her with the bag, yeah. Put it on the tab, don't know how to act, yeah. How you like that? How you like that? She a little bad. It's a little, yeah. Dang, girl, you got me head over heels with it. Hey, danger, you out here dressed to kill with it. Way you breaking them necks, I don't see how they can deal with it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Look, burning up like August. Now I don't see no rain. Boy, 'cause she gorgeous. Told her that it ain't no thing. Look at you and it's obvious. Every time, yeah. See it in my eye, yeah. Girl, it's on sight, and she know that she a little bad, hit her with the bag, yeah. Put it on the tab, don't know how to act, yeah. How you like that? How you like that? She a little bad, it's a little, yeah. Shawty, you bad, you know it. I'ma say less, let me show it. You can be my queen if that's fine with you. Baby, I'm just trying to spend time with you. Stepping out with your girlfriend. You got work in the morning. I pull up on you like Jordan, just to show you gorgeous. God ain't cutting no corners. So let me know what's up. Playing hard to get. Why you acting tough? Got me cracking up. Gets me every time, yeah. I see it in your eyes. Girl, it's on sight, and she know that she a little bad. Hit her with the bag, yeah. Put it on the tab, don't know how to act, yeah. How you like that? How you like that? She a little bad, it's a little, yeah.
Yo, this that new Jay Sean?
Ryan Little.
Yeah. Yeah. I was finna write a song about how I've been hella stressed, but I looked in your eyes and noticed I'm hella blessed. Staring at you on this airplane, I ain't worried about nothing, cause you got me feeling like the Wayne Wade in 03. Yeah, you and me, we got the heat, so bump all that anxiety. But you hit to the side of me, I feel like I'm gliding. And honestly, look, I don't want you saying that you had a better chance without me, that you wish you had made plans without me. Look, I hate to make this song about me, but I really wanna tell you that I still get goosebumps whenever you call. When I pull up to your house in my car, when we kiss you make me sound the alarm. When we kiss that thing go ring, ring, ring. Tell me how you feel, tell me what it is, tell me what it ain't. Trigger happy, you looking by, I might just detonate. Yeah, tell them dudes looking far back. Kidding to kill, I need all that. Let them call, but don't call back. Let them call, but don't. I don't want you saying that you had a better chance without me, that you wish you had made plans without me. Look, I hate to make this song about me, but I really wanna tell you that I still get goosebumps whenever you call. When I pull up to your house in my car, when we kiss you make me sound the alarm. When we kiss that thing go ring, ring, ring. I still get goosebumps whenever you call. When I pull up to your house in my car, when we kiss you make me sound the alarm. When we kiss that thing go ring, ring, ring. I still get goosebumps whenever you call. When I pull up to your house in my car, when we kiss you make me sound the alarm. When we kiss that thing go ring, ring, ring. I still get goosebumps whenever you call. When I pull up to your house in my car, when we kiss you make me sound the alarm. When we kiss that thing go ring, ring, ring.
Ryan Little.
This drawer is where I keep my setting powders, and I did screw this all the way in, so I can't remove it like I can the other ones. So I'm just gonna pull out what I'm not gonna use anymore and keep whatever's in here that I know I will use. I think the easiest way is for me to actually pull everything out. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do first. Just pull everything out and then put whatever I'm keeping inside the drawer. I will be keeping my Olay Mist, one of my favorite ones, and the Wet n Wild. This one's actually almost empty. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one away. Colourpop All Star. I haven't used this one much, but I do enjoy this spray, so I'm gonna keep this one. So the Morphe Continuous Mist. Okay, this is my second bottle of the spray, so obviously I like it, and I'm not gonna throw it away, so I'm gonna keep that. And the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist, this one is the rose water and green tea. almost out of this. This is a really nice hydrating mist, so I'm definitely keeping that. I think I'm gonna actually throw this in my rotation for next month when I do my everyday makeup stash. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna finish this one, try to finish it up next month, so that way I can go ahead and toss this bottle. Oh, and I have another Olay mist. This one is the calming one. The other one that's in here is the energizing one. So both of these are really, really, really good. So I'm gonna keep that. All right, my hands are so dry. I need to put some lotion on because they are dry. All right, next I have the Milani Make It Last Matte Setting Spray. This is okay, but I actually like the new Milani setting spray, the Rose Hydrating Mist, which is actually on my vanity right now because it is in my current everyday makeup rotation. But I like that one better than this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss this one. So that's all the drugstore and affordable sprays that I have. Going into the ones that are not from the drugstore, I have the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Primer Mist, which is one of my favorites, and I do not see myself getting rid of this anytime soon. Then I have the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. I'm actually almost out of this, y'all. Look at that. Almost out. So this one and the Pixie. These two I need to put in my everyday makeup drawer for next month. So remind me to do that. The Fresh Vitamin Nectar Antioxidant Glow Water is so nice. The mister on it kind of reminds me of the Morphe Continuous Mist. It's very fine, so it is a nice refreshing mist, so I will be keeping this one. Wow, I forgot about this spray, y'all. This is the MAC Fix Plus Gold Light Spray. So this one gives you a glow. So I have the Fix Plus right here. So it's very similar to this, except this one has like that gold, kind of like a really soft gold sheen, but it's not like extra glittery or anything like that. It just gives you a nice subtle glow on the skin. Totally forgot about this, so I'm gonna keep that. And then of course my favorite, MAC Fix Plus. I need to use this up as well, so I am gonna keep that. Okay, this Estee Lauder spray. This is the Set and Refresh Perfecting Makeup Mist. I did not know I had this until I was cleaning out my closet during Vlogmas. And one of the boxes that was in there, one of the PR boxes had this in it, and I did not know it. So I have yet to open, well, I have yet to use it. Haven't even sprayed it yet. I don't know, should I keep it? Let me know. Do you have this? What are your thoughts? Is it good? Is it not good? Again, it's the Estee Lauder Set and Refresh Perfecting Makeup Mist. But let me know, do y'all have this? Is it worth it? Should I keep it? Should I not keep it? I mean, I haven't used it and I did not know I had it, so obviously I wasn't missing it. So I think I can actually, let me just put this to the side. I might just go ahead and put this in a giveaway because obviously I have a lot of setting sprays, as y'all can see. So I'm gonna put this one to the side. I do have a style, not a style, but a stack of products that I haven't even touched. So I'm gonna put that probably in that stack. Then we have the Smashbox Photo Finish Setting Spray. Now this setting spray locks your makeup in. It makes it to where it's not like it doesn't transfer. So definitely keeping this. So on days when I want to make sure that my makeup is in place, it doesn't move, it doesn't transfer on my clothes or anything like that, I would use this. Well, obviously I want that all the time, but this is good. This is a really, really, really good setting spray, and it just helps with keeping your makeup in place. The other few products that was in my drawer, I had these two moisturizers. These were in my everyday makeup drawer last month, and I did like a little mini update on these in one of my videos last month, and I told you guys that I was not too much of a fan of these. This one is the new e.l.f. Happy Hydration cream. I like the Hello Hydration better than this one, and I did do like a mini update. I'm gonna try to find that video, but it was one of my Chill With Me Sunday videos, and I told you guys the reason why I like the the Hello Hydration better than this one. But just to make it short, I like how the Hello Hydration moisturizer keeps my skin hydrated longer than this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss this. And then the Garnier's Rose Water moisturizer, for some reason this made my skin really oily. I don't know why, but yeah, I wasn't a fan of this, so I'm gonna throw this one to the side as well. Not sure why they were in this drawer, because I do have a moisturizer drawer that I'm gonna go into in a few minutes, but they were just thrown in here. You know, sometimes you just throw random stuff in the drawer just to get it out the way. And then another product that was in this drawer was my Too Faced Hangover Good in Bed Serum. This one is I think this one is this a brand new bottle? No, this is the one that's almost empty. Yeah, I don't know why I threw it in here, but like I said, you just wanna get stuff out of the way, so you just throw it in a random drawer. So that's exactly what I did. But I'm keeping this because I do have just a little bit of the product left. So I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my bathroom. So the only sprays that I'm not keeping is the Milani, the Wet n Wild. This one's going in the trash because it's pretty much empty. And then the Estee Lauder setting spray. But everything else we are keeping.
These days, I don't really care for all that empty conversation. No, these days, I don't care for competition. You're the one that's racing. No, I don't really want to talk about what I got coming out next. I'm not showing up to one up just to show up in front of your friends. I don't really want to meet you out just to have something to post about. Exhausted by the thought of having to pretend that I had a good time with someone who's just interested in what I got and not who I am. I ain't got the energy. No, I ain't got the energy. No, I ain't got the energy. No, I ain't got the energy. No. For all this time that I'm wasting, spent on the surface, I don't wanna fake it, cause I realize that I ain't got the energy. No, I ain't got the energy. No. And ain't nothing social about the media. Try to get deep, but you draw me about the leader, and it's weighing me down. I'm alone in the crowd, can't fake it now. Alright, so here we have my moisturizer drawer, and this one is another one of those drawers that I screwed all the way in, so I can't remove it. So I'm gonna take everything out and then keep whatever I want and just put it back in here. So I managed to put aside quite a few, and then I kept a few, so I'm able to easily open and close this drawer so much better than I was before. But I do want to mention I do have way more skincare products in my beauty closet. Now that's going to be a whole different video because I do need to go in there and declutter as well. But since we're just focusing on the drawers in my room, these are the products that I want to reach for the most. So I'll usually go in my beauty closet, pull out products that I want to try out, and then put them either in this drawer, like as far as skincare, or in my bathroom, or some in my vanity. But the ones that I'm keeping, I have the Milk
vegan moisturizer. It's okay. It's not something that I would really brag about, but I still want to try to use it a little bit more just to, you know, get more use out of this product instead of just putting it to the side since it is pretty new to me. And I did also keep my Kors Wild Rose moisturizer. I used to rave about this brand all the time in the past. That was before I really got so serious with my skincare. But I find that every product that I tried from this brand really did good on my skin. So I do like this moisturizer. I still like the products from this brand. It's just I've been using a lot of different other products, but I highly recommend this brand if you guys are looking for something that's really gentle on the skin. It's not too harsh. They have a lot of good products. So I'm still gonna keep this moisturizer in my drawer. I also have this Luminous cream. Now I haven't really used many products from Luminous. My favorite product from them that I know I used and also used up was the rose makeup melt. What do you call it? The rose, it's like a makeup remover and it's a balm, but I use that thing all the way up. But I do have a couple of other products from Luminous. So this one and yeah, just this one in here that I want to try some more. I tried it one time and I was, you know, not too blown away from it because I only tried it one time, but I'm keeping it in here because I do want to start using it a little bit more. And then my Glow Recipe Watermelon Moisturizer, which is so nice on the skin. I love to wear this during the spring and summertime, so spring is here. So this is a good lightweight moisturizer to wear by itself or under your makeup. So I'm definitely keeping this and I'm gonna try to use it up this season. And of course my L'Oreal Hydrogenous Moisturizer. You guys know I love this stuff, so keeping it in here as well. This one is another one of those nice lightweight moisturizers that's good with or without makeup. And my e.l.f. Hello Hydration Face Cream, like I said earlier, I like this one way better than the newest one, so I am keeping her. And I have the two Clinique moisturizers. These are the Clinique IDs, so these are specifically for my skin type. So I do have oily combination skin. My oils are usually in my T-zone. So this one is a dramatically different oil control gel moisturizer, and it does have a cartridge inside. So dang, what cartridge was this? You can customize these that fits your skin type. So yeah, this one is the gel, and then I have the hydrating jelly. So this one is more lightweight than the gel, but they're both really good moisturizers that I like to use, again, with or without my makeup. And of course the Tatcha Water Cream, another one of my favorites. Definitely a high-end moisturizer, but it's really nice, really lightweight on the skin, so I will be keeping that. And I also have my Glow Recipe Pineapple Bright Serum in here, and I also went ahead and threw in the Too Faced serum that I showed earlier, so that way it can be in here as well. I also put the Olay Serum Stick in here as well. This one was in my everyday makeup rotation, not last month but the month before last, so I've been using this one quite a bit as well. It's just it's a serum, but it's like in stick form. You just rub it on your skin. So that's in there. The Too Faced Hangover Good to Go SPF moisturizer. I was not like blown away from this, but I'm keeping it only because I want to use it a couple more times just to really see if I really like this moisturizer. But the reason why I wasn't too blown away from it at first is because it just made my skin look really oily. But I will give it a couple more tries, so that's why I'm keeping it in here. And the Charlotte Tilbury, this is the Instant Turnaround Moisturizer. This is a nice moisturizer, you guys. It's kind of pricey, but it is a really nice luxurious moisturizer, so it does wear nicely under my primer and my makeup and all of that. So yeah, I'm keeping that. And I have one in here that I haven't even opened up yet. This is the Glam Glow Moisture Strip Omega Rich Moisturizer. Now some products from Glam Glow are hit and miss. I know their detox mask, which one was it? It's the one in the white container. That one's a really the mud mask. That one's good. But this I haven't tried yet, so I'm keeping it in here. And the last thing that I put in here were these makeup, Milk Makeup eye patches. I've tried a couple of these already and I like them. I don't know why I have them in my drawer, but I'm putting them back in here because they were in here. But I do like these, so keeping those as well.
I just called you up to let you know your man been messing around. He been messing around. I guess he didn't know you were on it, cause he swam in my DM. Now that nigga drowning. Yeah. But I got a plan to devise. We gon' fuck up his life. All we need is your phone and some time. Boy, you don't know that we know about you, baby. Baby, we know about you. No excuse, baby. Baby, we got receipts. Girl, thanks for putting me up on game. I had a feeling he was up to no good anyways. We about to play with his head. He don't know who he dealing with. Send me your text thread. I know. Matter of fact, where he gon' be at? We should pull up on him around 9. And when I see him, you know it's on side.
Okay, y'all, so everything down here, all of this is what I decided to declutter out of my drawers. So I have these concealers right in here. I'm not gonna go through every single product because it's gonna take me forever. But most of these concealers, they're either really old. For instance, this Sephora one, that one's pretty old. This one's pretty old. So I have a lot of them that are pretty old, or just ones that I don't really care for, and also just ones that I was not reaching for the most. The Natasha Denona concealer, I didn't like it by itself. I always had to mix in another concealer with it because it is pretty drying under the eyes. But it is a pretty good full coverage concealer, but I just always had to mix it in with something else instead of just using it by itself. And I wasn't reaching for it too much, so getting rid of all of that. And then over here I have, ooh, these kind of got in the way, but these products right here, these are the ones that I have not even touched. Well, I touched this one only for like a swatch video, well, like a review video. I have not used this color though. I just squirted a little bit of it out just to see if the shade would match. This is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. This one is in the shade, if it'll focus for you guys, dark, I'm just gonna read it off, dark 20, no, dark 20N. But I have not used it. I just went ahead and put it back in the box. And everything else, like these two primers, these are my favorite matte, like mattifying primers from the drugstore. I had a lot of them in backup, and I just went ahead and just put these two new ones to the side because I still have a new one that's in the drawer right now. So yeah, these products that I have not touched, I will be giving away. So these are new primers. This is the e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. I have a NYX concealer that I have not opened up. Okay, it's this shade Warm Honey. Then I have the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. I have this fresh stick. It's like a hydrating stick, I think. I don't know what this is, but I haven't used it. It's a mattifying stick. A shimmer, dimmer, mattifying stick. I don't know. And then the Revlon Rose Glow Primer that I still haven't used. And then I have the Estee Lauder mattifying primer, which I have not used. It still has a little seal on it too, so yeah, these products I can actually give away. Everything else I've touched, they're either too old or I just don't use them anymore. So bronzers, I didn't really declutter a lot of bronzers. I kept a lot of bronzers, as y'all saw, but this is the Joa Beauty bronzer palette, way too light for me. This one is my first bronzer that I used ever. It's the Rimmel London, and I've gone through 2 of these already. This was my favorite little product from Rimmel. It has a blush, a highlighter, and then the middle shade is supposed to be a contour shade, but it actually looks it actually shows up on me as a nice like bronzer slash contour shade. So since I've had that forever, I'm gonna go ahead and toss it, and I just don't use it anymore. And then I have, this is a blush from Benefit, a bronzer from e.l.f., which is a little bit too light. The color is called Constantly Bronzed. I have the candy coated bronzer, which was too light. I used it one time, which was in the video that I did, like the testing testing the products from the brand. So I used it one time, but I'll probably just I don't know, I don't like to give away products that I used. Like, I don't like to give it to people that, like, as far as like giveaways, I don't like to do that. But, and I can't return it. That's the only thing about this brand. Well, that's the downfall. I can't return anything from candy coated. So keep that in mind. If you are going to be trying any of their products, you can't return them. This is a NARS blush. Okay, my NARS blushes are old. So I'm tossing those 2. Those are pretty old. These old NYX blushes, these were like, girl, I've had these for years. I'm tossing those. I told myself I wasn't going to go through every single product, but here I am talking about each product. But yeah, so here's just an overview so y'all can see the products that I am tossing, that I don't use anymore, that are old. The Farsali, this is pretty much empty. I can barely get any product out of the dropper. So, and I use it a lot. So you can see that it's kind of dirty. The top is kind of nasty. But yeah, tossing that. And then, oh, my Bobbi Brown. I used to use a mess out of this stuff. I think I've gone through 2 of those. But I've had this one sitting in my drawer forever. And I wasn't using it as much. I did get a good bit of use out of it. I just don't reach for it much anymore. And I just feel like it's been in my drawer far too long for me to, you know, hold on to it. So I'm just tossing that. And then here's another overview of everything else. The Colourpop Pretty Fresh Primer wasn't, like, it just didn't wow me. But it was okay, you know. But I don't use it anymore. Okay, the Ulta Hydrating Primer. This is nice. That is so good, y'all. I pretty much finished it up. But if you want something cheaper than the Too Faced, the Too Faced Hangover Primer, this right here, it is so nice. They have a mini size, which is this one, and then they have the larger size. But I got the mini size because I wanted to try it out, and I ended up loving it. So throwing that. And then heading over here to the powders. I'm proud of myself, y'all. I got rid of a lot of powders. I feel like where I'm at now, what I like is what I stick to. And the ones that I have in my drawer, which I'm going to show y'all in a little bit, but every powder that I kept, I felt like I loved, and I don't really see any other replacements for them. But these I can do without. Didn't really care for the Revolution powder. This is one by Essence, which was okay, but I don't really reach for it. The Collab powder, I didn't really care for that. Covergirl, not really a fan of their loose powders. The Too Faced, I cannot tell you guys. I feel like I have so many of these. They've sent me several of these. This is the original Born This Way setting powder, but I did keep the one that was a different shade. I think this one's like the translucent one. But I have gone through, not gone through, but I've had enough of these. So I'm just tossing that one. The Smashbox powder. I did get quite a bit of use out of this, y'all. I remember doing like I think I did a first impression, like a full face testing new products, and this was in it. And I think I can't even remember that video, but I do remember using this quite a bit. And the thing about this powder, y'all, is so weird. It works with some concealers, it doesn't work with other concealers, which is so freaking weird. But I'm just gonna go ahead and toss it because I don't have time to have a powder that looks good with a certain concealer and doesn't look good with another concealer. And then the Maybelline Fit Me. I really want to love this powder, but the shade, I don't know. The shade that I got is medium deep. If you have this powder, if you are my foundation twin, I do have some of my foundation shades down in my description. But if you think that you wear the shades that I wear and you have this powder, let me know what color you use, and also let me know how you use the powder. The way I was using it, I was just applying it on my concealer, but I also had some people tell me to use it like as a finishing powder, so just kind of lightly buff it all over my face. But the shade is off. I don't know, the shade is kind of off. It's kind of, I don't know, it's just it's I don't know. Let me know what shade you use and let me know how you use it. So I'm tossing that. But yeah, another little overview of everything. Foundations. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed when I was doing the declutter, I didn't really declutter a lot because I did a huge foundation declutter last year, and I kept foundations that I know I would want to keep. So it was definitely a realistic foundation declutter video, and now I just went ahead and set aside 4 liquid foundations, or 5, not 4, but these liquid foundations. The e.l.f. one I use up pretty much. I can't really squirt anymore out of the tube, the pump, because I use it so much. This is in the shade Nutmeg. I can use Nutmeg, and I can also use the shade Cocoa, but this is one of my favorite drugstore foundations. It's really good, so I'm glad that I got good use out of it. I mean, I can't really pump out any more of the product. I know I could actually scrape, like I can put something in there to scrape the sides to get the product, but it's, I mean, it's a $5 foundation. I think it's $5. It's definitely under $10. So throwing it away. Milani's foundation stick. It's good, but it's not one of those foundation sticks that I just am gonna go crazy over. So the foundation sticks that I kept in my drawer are my Ride or Die foundation sticks, which you guys will see in a little bit. And then the Covergirl, these little pressed powders I'm getting rid of. Some of them are not, like, they just look a little ashy on me. Some of them I just didn't really use much. This is a, like, girl, this is a really good powder. I ordered 3 in total because I didn't know what colors would work. So the 2 shades that I had, this one is in the shade, this is P11. So the one that I use all over my face is P12, and the one that I use as a bronzer is P14. So I kept those 2, and this is the one that kind of looks a little, it doesn't really look good on my skin. So I'm not keeping that, but it is a great pressed matte powder. These Black Radiance pressed powders are so good to use as a bronzer. So I kept the shade Ebony, and this one is in the shade Rich Mahogany. Ebony is the perfect color for me as a bronzer. It pretty much looks just like the Anastasia bronzer in the shade Mahogany. This one is deeper, it's more rich, but it's good. And I just want y'all to know, don't think that the products that I'm tossing I don't like. There are some that I really love, and also some that I don't love or don't like or just want to just toss. But this is a good powder. I'm just tossing it because the shade is, I don't use it. There you go. I just don't use the color. But yeah, I mean, this is, y'all can see, I don't really need to go through every single product because I know this video is going to be extra long, especially if I don't speed up the process. Like if I don't speed it up, I don't know. I will see how the footage looks, but here's a little quick overview of all of the products that I am decluttering over here. I know some of you are going to be like, why are you decluttering the Anastasia highlighters? The Resi highlighter was too frosty, like it's too light on me. And then this loose highlighter, I did keep a couple of them. This one is pretty, but I like the other two that I kept instead. But that's that. And then over here, these are the skincare products that I already went over with you guys earlier. But this is part 1 of my declutter, y'all. Now let me show you what I'm keeping. So starting out with the primer drawer, I put it where all of the drugstore primers were in the front. So the e.l.f. Blurring Primer Serum. This is a good dupe to the Farsali serum, the one that I'm decluttering. It makes your skin look so freaking smooth. I did like a drugstore versus high. I think I did a drugstore versus high-end video, and I did this one on one side and the Farsali on the other side, and there honestly was no difference. And then my favorite drugstore primer that has SPF in it, which is this one by Milani. This is the Milani primer that I was talking about earlier. Was it? No, not that. I was talking about the spray, but this is another new product from Milani, the Rose Primer, which is pretty hydrating, and I am enjoying it so far. Then I'm keeping the Covergirl Mattifying Primer. This is my Rimmel London primer that I was talking about earlier, the Stay Matte, which is my favorite mattifying primer from the drugstore. And I was juggling back and forth with this one by e.l.f. This is their matte oil control primer. I think I've tried this maybe twice, but I was juggling back and forth if I wanted to. But I was going back and forth whether or not I wanted to keep it or toss it. But since I haven't really used it that much, I feel like it's only right for me to keep it, so that way I can actually use it some more, so I can really gather my thoughts. And I have a brand new Jelly Pop Dew Primer by e.l.f., which is pretty much a good dupe to the Milk Hydro Grip. It is like pretty much spot on. So if you, oh, I have another one right here. This is just a mini size. But if you have been wanting to try out the Milk Hydro Grip, but you don't want to spend that much money on it, this one right here, the one I'm talking about right here. If you want to try this out, but you don't want to spend that much on it, this is pretty much it. This is it right there. It is the same thing. In my opinion, it's the same thing. The Ulta Youthful Glow Primer Serum, which is really nice. I'm keeping that. The Flesh Hydrating Primer, which kind of reminds me of the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I'm keeping that. Speaking of Too Faced Hangover Primer, this one also reminds me of it. This is a drugstore by Joa Beauty. This is a Selfie Ready Hydrating Primer. Then I have the Cover FX Mattifying Primer, which I like as well, so obviously I'm keeping that. And then my Too Faced Hangover Primer. I don't even know how many of these I've gone through. I honestly don't even know how many, y'all. I don't know, but it's my favorite. It's my all-time favorite, like high-end, hydrating, lightweight primer. So keeping that. I need to use it up. I'm almost out of that one. And then I was going back and forth with the Fenty eyeshadow primer. I rarely use eyeshadow primers on my lids anyway. I usually prime my lids with the concealer. But I was going back and forth with this. I didn't know if I wanted to keep it or just toss it, since I don't really use it as much. But for now, I'm just going to keep it. You know, I'll just hold on to it. It's kind of hard for me to toss anything from Fenty, just to be honest. And then the Smashbox Primerizer. This was the holiday. It was one of the, it was in one of the holiday sets. So that's why the packaging looks like that. But such a good primer. So nice and hydrating and lightweight. Keeping it, of course. The Talk to Silk Canvas. I'm keeping that. The Ren Primer. Okay, this right here is really similar to the e.l.f. It's not this one. The one that I'm talking about is currently in my everyday makeup drawer, which is my vanity right there. But it's the hydrating one. The hydrating serum. This one is the blurring serum. But this, you can get it from Sephora. Is spot on to the e.l.f. one. So e.l.f. is a good affordable dupe to the Ren Perfect Canvas Clean Primer. Then the Milk Hydro Grip, like I said earlier, you guys know how I love it so much, so I am keeping it. The Urban Decay All Nighter Primer is kind of sort of similar to the Milk Hydro Grip, kind of sort of in a way. And then last but not least, I have my 3 Fenty Beauty Primers. My favorite one out of all of them is the mattifying one. I like that one so much better than the other ones. We have the hydrating one, and then we have the original one right there. But I don't know what it is about the mattifying one. It's not too drying on the skin, but it just makes my makeup look so good by the end of the day. Like, it looks good once I do my makeup, but by the end of the day, my makeup still looks freaking good. But yes, that is my primer drawer, and I have a little bit of room to fit maybe a couple of more. Like, if I have more in my beauty closet, like from PR, that I have yet to open up and try out. But so far, this is how the drawer looks. I can easily open it up, easily close it. We can breathe. And then the foundation drawer, which made not much of a difference because I only decluttered 5, but this is what I'm keeping. And I already went over all of these foundations in my recent foundation declutter video. But my top favorite foundation sticks, we have the Colourpop, we have the Milk foundation stick, and then the Minted foundation stick. Those are my tops, so that's why I'm keeping them in here. I don't really have much drugstore foundations anymore, so I did a huge declutter with my foundations. But this is the drugstore portion of my drawer, and it's only 3. Drugstore and affordable, it's only 3. The rest are from Ulta and Sephora, and also like this one right here is the CC cream from Thrive Cosmetics, which I will be wearing pretty soon because spring is here and I love to wear like CC creams in the springtime. This is the only CC cream that I just see myself repurchasing over and over because it actually looks good on my skin. The color is in the shade Rich. But yeah, love it, love it, love it. As y'all can see, I've used the mess out of it. But yeah, that's my foundation drawer right there. And then the powder drawer, which looks so much better, y'all. It looks so much better. At first, I had them piled, like they were piled. It was hard for me to open and close it, but it looks so much better. All of the setting powders in here, I love. I think they're bomb. They're like my staples. So I'm not gonna really go through each one. Just know all the powders in here are my go-to powders that I just don't really want to replace with any other setting powder. So Nabla, Minted, Laura Mercier, got Pat McGrath, we got Too Faced, Peach Perfect, though got that. Too Faced, Born This Way. This one is the other shade. Chanel, y'all, this is my baby. This is my baby. Love this powder so freaking much. And yeah, Anastasia Beverly Hills. We have Fenty in the back. We have La Mer, which is probably the most expensive powder in this drawer. We also have another Pat McGrath. This is the newest one. So yeah, that is the powder drawer. The loose powder drawer. And then the blush drawer. Well, this is a mixture. It's a mixture of blushes and highlighters. But I really wanted this drawer to be more so highlighters. But for some reason, blushes got in the mix. For instance, this one right here. This is the Liquid Blush by Revolution Pro in the shade Peaches. This is like a blush and highlighter palette. The limited edition Nutcracker Matte Cosmetics one. This has Whisper of Guilt, and let me open it, hold on. So right here, it's Whisper of Guilt, and then that pretty blush is like a coral shade blush. This is another blush and highlighter palette. I have my Jackie Aina loose highlighters, which I am not getting rid of. And then I have the ones by Makeup Shayla from Colourpop. I have this is my newest highlighter in my collection, the one from Uma Beauty. These are the 2 Anastasia highlighters that I said I kept earlier. But yes, girl, we have Nabla, we have NYX, we have Artist Couture, all of that. We have Dose of Colors, Bobbi Brown, NARS. This is the new blush, well, the new shade in the shade Savage, which is so good. Let me show it to you. Let me show her to you. All right, there it is right there. And yeah, so that's that. Oh, that is so random. Those are my nails. Over here we have the setting sprays, which I already went over earlier. Then we have my concealer drawer, which also looks so much better and more organized. So I kept all 3 of my Fenty Beauty concealers. I kept my Urban Decay Naked Concealer. I kept, of course, y'all know, my Hourglass Concealer, which I have been raving about non-stop recently. The Nabla Concealer, both of the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealers, the Uma Beauty Concealer. Maybelline Super Stay. I still have not opened this and tried it. This is the Pixie by Petra concealer in the shade Mocha. Flower Beauty Concealer. Now this one is very close to the Natasha Denona. So I kept the drugstore one, but it's not as drying as Natasha Denona. And then I have LA Girl Pro, but I use the shade Fawn in that concealer. And then the Born to Glow concealer by NYX. I use the shade Golden Honey. And then back here we have the Beauty Bakery, Cover FX, all of that. If you guys want to know what shades these are, just ask me in the comments and I'll do my best to respond to all of the comments. And then the pressed powders. So my pressed foundations, my pressed translucent powders. We have the NARS. This is one of the newer ones that I purchased from NARS in the shade Sandstone. It's like a, let me show it to you. So this is what it looks like. This is what I use to just lightly dust all over my face, just to set my liquid makeup. And then I have the Laura Mercier pressed translucent powder. Okay, it's hard to open all of this stuff, but Laura Mercier pressed translucent. I have the Black Radiance. This is the one that I was talking about earlier. I kept the shade Ebony and I use that as my bronzer. Why is that in here then if it's for bronzer? I have my bronzer drawer down below. Let me put that to the side. MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I use the shade Dark Deepest. Too Faced Born This Way pressed powder. I use the shade Chai. My Sephora Micro Smooth. I have 2 that I have not opened and then 1 that I have opened, but I have gone through several of these, you guys. And then I have the Charlotte Tilbury powder in the shade Deep. And then I have the Urban Decay All Nighter pressed powder, y'all. This thing right here is so freaking good. I use this to set my concealer and it just makes everything look so smooth, so airbrushed. The Nabla pressed powder. This is very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury one. This one is in the shade Dark, but they look pretty identical. Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Powder. You guys, this is another one of those powders that I just cannot stop using. It's in the shade Y505. It is so pretty on my skin. It makes my skin look so smooth, so airbrushed. It just looks so freaking good. So that's that. And then the 2 Revolution Makeup Revolution powders that I was talking about earlier. So the shade P14 is the one that I use as a bronzer. So I'm going to set that one up there because that one goes in my bronzer drawer. And then this is the one that I use all over the face in the shade P13. Did I say P12 earlier? I think I said P12. But P13 is a shade that I use all over my face. But I put these right here because they cannot fit in these. But that is my pressed foundation and pressed setting powder drawer. And then last but not least for this video, for part 1 of my declutter, is my bronzer and blush drawer, you guys. This is probably one of my favorite drawers. I love me a bronzer and I am so glad that I finally kind of organized it in a way. Kind of, sort of. I can actually open it up and just see what I'm grabbing. So if y'all want to know the shades that I have, just ask me because it's going to take me forever to just mention every single product in here. But I have the Minted by Ashley Blaine Featherston bronzer and highlighter duos. I have 2 Morphe bronzers. The newest one, which is right here at the top in the shade Leader, and then the older one that I have is in the shade Phenom. Both of them look really nice on my skin. I have the Vesca Beauty bronzer. I have the Fenty bronzers right down there. I have a liquid blush by NARS, which is so pretty. What color is that? Dolce Vita. I have a bronzer slash highlighter from Revolution Pro. It kind of reminds me of the MAC Skin Finish. What color is it? Y'all know what I'm talking about, but it looks just like it, the MAC Skin Finish. Morphe Bronzer in the shade Showmance. I have a Fenty blush, Ruby Riches. I have more Fenty blushes and highlighters in my beauty closet because I had them sitting like on a, I had them displayed on a rack. But these are the ones that I reach for the most in here. I have 2 lip bar bronzers. I have a blush from e.l.f. I have the Morphe. This is a blush. It has 3 different blushes in it. I'm already messing up this drawer already. The CoverGirl Full Spectrum Ebony Bronzer, Bobbi Brown Bronzer, Milani Pressed Powder, but I use it as a bronzer. This one's in the shade Earth Glow, and they discontinued it, which I am so sad about. But this is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me open it. Here it is right here. But it is such a beautiful, rich, pretty color as a bronzer on me. But they discontinued it. But if you can find it like on eBay, Amazon, wherever, if you can find it, get your hands on it, grab it. But again, that's in the shade Earth Glow. I was going back and forth with this right here. This is from Tarte. This is the Tarte and Makeup Shayla collab. It's their contour palette. I was going back and forth with it because I've had it for a while, but at the same time, it was one of my favorites. It's still considered a favorite of mine, and I just honestly can't part ways from it. So I'm keeping it for now. And then I have the Milani Intense Bronze Glow, which is a good dupe to the new Uma highlighter in the shade Barbados. I have a Becca bronzer in the shade Maui Nights. I have a Prime Beauty bronzer. I have a Winky Lux bronzer. This is their newest, I think the newest one that they have. The darkest one in the shade Cocoa. What shade is this? Espresso. Got that. It looks just like, I'm sorry y'all, it's hard to do this with one hand, but it looks just like the CoverGirl Full Spectrum. It looks just like this. Just like this. The new Jouer bronzer duo, the new Alamar Cosmetics bronzer duo, which by the way, I have both of these in reviews. I did like a mini review on both of these in the same video, along with the Essence bronzer, and that one is currently in my everyday makeup drawer. So if you guys notice some products that you've seen from me, more than likely they're in my everyday makeup drawer or they're tucked away in my beauty closet. But keep in mind, this is part 1 of this declutter. But yeah, got that. Got the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. This one is the medium to dark. And that's that for up here. Look, I already messed this up. I had it in here good, but that is that. And then back here goes into more blushes. So I have all 4 of the Mented Cosmetics blushes. I have, this is the bronzer from Anastasia. I have the Colourpop bronzer, which they discontinued. It's in the shade Bits and Pieces, which is so good for deeper complexions. I don't know why they would discontinue that, but they did. The Benefit Cosmetics Hula Toasted bronzer. Back here I have a blush by Colourpop. I have 2 of the NYX Sweet Cheeks blushes. Black Radiance blush in the shade Toasted Almond. A Bare Minerals blush. A Sephora blush duo. So that's just 2 different shades in there. 2 Milani blushes back there. KKW Beauty blush. I have the L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted blush, and then right here these are 2 I'm talking fast y'all because my camera's about to die, but these are 2 blushes from Anastasia Beverly Hills. But yes girl, that is my blush and bronzer drawer. I can go ahead and put both of these in here somewhere. I have a lot, but I don't feel bad because y'all know it is hard to find a good bronzer for deeper complexions. So I love it. I love that I can open up this drawer and see that I have options with my bronzers. So I love it. I need to get another acrylic so I can actually organize these up here in the front. I just don't know like any that would fit these larger palettes. I don't know, but I need to. But yes, girl, that is it. Bronzers and blushes. That is the end of this declutter. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you got up and decluttered any of your products while you watched me declutter, or if you got up and cleaned your house. Let me know. Let's talk about it down below in the comments. But that is all, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna have part 2 up on I don't know when, but I am gonna have part 2 up maybe next Sunday, since it is more like a chill, relaxed type of vlog. So, and you guys like these on Sundays, so I'll probably have part 2 with my eyeshadow palettes and my lip products and all of my other miscellaneous products. I'll probably have that go up on Sunday, next Sunday. But yes, that is all that I have. Let me know what you guys are doing today. Now is like the best time to get up, clean, organize, declutter. Just do whatever you need to do around the house, since you know we can't go anywhere. Now is the best time to be doing all of that. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. I hope you enjoyed watching me declutter my makeup. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you have your notifications on, because I do have other videos going up throughout the week. And yeah, they're just my regular content videos. A lot of you know I do these vlog style videos on Sundays. But yeah, that is it, girl. That is it. So I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day, and let's chat in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.